just a sec. All right, now it should be back up.
I don't know what is running in the background the last 2 days that has shut me down. But we will figure that out before tomorrow. I apologize. It says it was Microsoft Edge. I don't know what it's trying to do because it shouldn't be doing squat. Skadoosh. So, that is frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Alright, so just making sure. Okay. The only other thing I don't have running is my music. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Something has just decided it's going to start running at that time in the morning. I don't know what it is, but we will get that done today and get her fixed. Alright, so we are live. My mic is on. Everybody can see and hear me, hopefully. I have some music going, and I think that will do it. All right, let's put that back over there. Well, my system just shut down on me a minute ago, so yeah, I don't know what it is that's running in the background that the last 2 days has shut me down about this time. So, I mean, just shut my computer down. It went to like a blue screen and wiped everything out. But we're good, and we will have it fixed before tomorrow. So, yesterday I thought it was a fluke. Today, not so much. So, we're good, but I've lost my scissors. I've got to find them. Not these scissors, my other scissors. There they are. Okay. So how are you, Jamie? Are you good? I hope you're good. I just can't stand it when technology doesn't work, right? You know that feeling. And usually because I don't understand it well enough to... I mean, the fact that I even started streaming, because I hadn't worked in like 15 years, I knew nothing. Everything's changed, right? Like, there's no... yay, I'm back. There's no... I mean, basically, you know, Microsoft, everything runs through Google Docs now. I didn't understand any of that when I started again, or when I started streaming. So I've had a learning curve all the way around, right? Not just streaming, but computers in general again. And I lived by my iPad. I loved my iPad. And that was it. I didn't care about any of the others. So we're good, and we're back, and we're going to continue on with this rug. And I think he shut everything down, so nothing should affect it today, and we'll get it figured out before tomorrow. Alright, so here is another piece I can't use, so that will be trash. We have one more side to cut. And everybody can hear me, right? Please tell me everybody can hear me. My mic is on. My camera's on. All right, thank you, Fancy. Okay, so really I can cut on this line right here. I'm not even going to worry about messing with that. So we're on our last side that we need to trim down. We could have left the fabric the way it was. I just don't like having that much of a border all the way around on the back. So we will trim it up. No, you just stay right where you are. You're fine. Oh yeah, that's my boy. Lay your head down. All right. We did not do yesterday's. I will love to. I would love to. She had a headache. She was traveling. She said the internet went down at the hotel that she was at. So she ended not coming on at all yesterday. All right, there is now a channel for AI songs. For y'all to post things in Discord. Yes, I did finish it. And it is, well, I would show you, but it's being laid on. Oh, but I can show you. I took a picture. Fancy is so good. She is really pushing my Discord because I don't use my Discord. But we're gonna learn, aren't we, Fancy? We're gonna use the Discord. And I do know how to do channels now, so that's good. Friday, I'm not streaming until 1 p.m., which would be 11 your time, so that may work really well for you. Does that work for you? So there's the rug. All right, so y'all heard it. We're moving Wednesday to Friday. And let me put that on my calendar because I live by my calendar, people. Jamie collab, 1 p.m. And I can send you, you didn't put it on your calendar. You should put it on your calendar, Jamie. No, you're fine. Doesn't matter to me. That works fine. Yep, I'm good. So I will move my Wednesday back to 8:30 Central then, instead of, I pushed it back to 10:30 for Jamie. So we will move that back as soon as we get off stream. And then we will stream with her on Friday. All right, I'm going to take this bulk out right here. Just a little bit of bulk. So that will lay down nicely. Okay. Oh, you didn't put the physical therapy in your calendar, but you put me in your calendar. Oh, well, I feel very special then. Very special indeed. All right. So, let me put all my little tools away for right now and bring out my needles my threader and my yarn. And that is just too much for you, isn't it? It's just too many new things. It's just too much. Nope. 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 Here we go. One more time. Oh, come on. Back this way. There we go. There we go. Want some of those? I'm going to put it right here by your foot. Okay? Right there by your foot. All right. So now that we have all of this trimmed up, I'm going to take, this is just crochet thread, which is all wadded up under here. Oh, look, that was another piece. That's why I had it wadded up under there, so I could use it. Okay. All right, and I am going to use a needle that has the little bent tip on it, because that helps me pick up the fiber without picking too much of it up. Okay, I don't really need this, but I'm going to use it anyway. There we go. Because the eye on this is much bigger than the thread. Let me go ahead and undo this just to make sure we're flowing. Now, normally what I would do is we will take it around once, and I usually will go around the whole thing, and I don't ever start on a corner. I will start towards this edge somewhere, you know, not the middle necessarily, but somewhere up here. And I'm going to go in, and I have caught part of that wool, but not to where you can see it on the other side. And I will pull through quite a little chunk. In fact, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do to about right here. All right, and we're just going to go across. And I will double this here in just a second. I was going to get one good pull through. Come on. You don't want to be ugly on stream, do you? Why you gotta be like that? There we go. All right. So I'm going to pull this through. And then, oh, well, I undid. I pulled the wrong end. Pulled the wrong end. And we're just going to double this up quite a bit. Sorry, y'all, I have to answer this. Okay. That was easier than I thought. Okay, so for anybody that's just coming in or just came in after my crash of my computer, I am finishing a rug today. We've trimmed it up on the front side. Well, sorry, Terrabin, you may get treats in your rug, apparently. We've trimmed it up on the front side. I've lint rolled it. Now, of course, we'll do all that again. So on the back, because I don't glue my backs. Yeah, your cats will like it. It'll have treats in it. Um, I don't glue my backs because my loops are still attached, so they aren't going to pull out. And I'm just tacking. I cut a 2-inch border, and we're going to tack this down all the way. And I could do bigger tacks. I could do littler. A lot of times it just depends on what I'm doing with it, but this isn't for me, so I'm going to do it nice. Except why? I've got to get past this part that keeps making a knot. That is annoying. You know how they get a curl in them and then they won't let go of that curl. And we're going to go around this whole thing and do that real quick. And then because I don't serge mine, because I don't have a serger, and I don't know how to use a serger, that could be part of the reason. I usually duct tape mine. So what we'll do is we will whip stitch around this bottom just to keep it from unraveling. If I get this knot out of here, come on, don't be difficult. Who likes untangling knots? I know there are people that actually like untangling. Like, we used to have a girl that if our yarn would get in a knot, she would sit there for hours untangling yarn. As a completionist, that might be fun, but not if I need my yarn and I need to be doing stuff. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing because I'm at the bottom of the screen. I am fighting a freaking knot in my yarn. So, Fancy, does the AI guy cover them taking over the world? Because I'm just wondering. Because you know that girl with an A that I don't, you have to say her name and then she comes alive. Oh, well, I can say it in here. Alexa. Because I have in here, that's not what it's named. She does not do what I tell her to. People say it's my accent, but I don't think so. She just does not like me. Toy Rodeo can then turn right around, say the exact same words, and she does it for him. It's very annoying. He had cool kites. Well, it's been windy enough here to fly a kite. That's for sure. Alright, well, we may have to start over. Can you go down through there? There we go. We'll just hide it in under the thingy. Alright, so I'm just tacking this down. We're going to tack this down. Oh, you still can't see. What the heck? Okay, let me scoot this way. I'm just catching a little bit of the yarn from the bottom side of the rug. We're just going to go through here and tack this down. Yeah, I like people that keep things balanced. If you're going to report on something, report both sides. All right. So that should be to the end of that. Okay. There we go. Thanks for the alert, Cat. Thanks for the alert, Jamie. Fancy, you'll need to repost your songs that you did for us in the AI channel now. Or the AI song channel, since we have one now. You are a creative person. For anybody just joining, Fancy has been writing our theme songs for us. She's also the one getting our Discord up and started. She's like the little engine that could. And a cheerleader. Oop. Well, at least I hit the light and not the camera. Alright, and I just want to make sure my corners are really down, and I'm going through all the layers. And I'm going to come back up through this layer, which is what I really do like this bent needle for. I'm making sure we don't have a pucker on this side. She's a wonderful woolly worm. Alright, and that's our other end. So if I were going to make the hour-and-a-half drive to the lady that has the serger that has a rug store, she would have taken this and put it on her serger and serged this edge as she cut off the extra. We still would have tacked it down like this, but we wouldn't have had to do anything else to it. But I don't have a serger. Oh, man, I'm hitting that light. I may need to move that light. And then again, remember, this is the back of the rug. We punched from the back. So then as you turn it over, see, you're not seeing that anywhere. And of course, the back is never pretty, or not as pretty as the front. But nobody should be seeing the back. these knots are just wanting to mess with me today. There we go. Alright, well, let's move this a little bit. So they're going to hang it up on the wall. If Terrabin's in here, he can answer that, but I believe he said he could not have somebody walking on his wife's art. Not going to be on the floor. But if they ever decided they wanted it on the floor, it is made of wool, it is sturdy enough, and it would be fine on the floor. Because I did do this one out of wool. Oh, do you? You have a Discord, Mark? Well, I've had one. I just never did anything with it, but Fancy's forcing me to use it. And I am posting the March Madness stuff on there every morning after games. I post the brackets so everybody can see who's in first place, or second, or third, or fifth, or last. We won't name names. Cool. Yeah, I think there were a couple people yesterday, Fancy, after you told them they should join. And Discord is not about me, so y'all post as much as you want in there. I want us to have a fun community. But we do like to laugh a lot, so oh, you and your brother play Diablo 4 together. That's cool. Now, I will tell y'all, when I pick on you, it's because I like you. I don't pick on people I don't like. So, when I start messing with y'all, when I know you a little better, and Fancy said she couldn't stay in our stream last night because they went to Sam's Club and she left with a rotisserie chicken. That's all she said in my Discord. And I was like, really? You can walk out of there with just a rotisserie chicken? Not me. Although my Sam's quit carrying the one thing that I really could only get from Sam's. So I don't have a Sam's card anymore. I let it go because I have a Costco way closer to me. Okay, I will have to rename it. Woolly Worms. I don't even know where to do that, but I will. I'm assuming it's in settings. All right, and then this one, I want to make sure when we get to this corner that I bring this extra little piece down. Now I will tell you there are, I will not buy ribeye steaks anywhere but Costco. Costco has the best ribeye steaks. I mean, they're better than most butchers. Well, we don't have a lot of hand butchers around here anymore. I know in Dayton we had one. Oh man, I loved them. I missed them. But Costco's has the best ribeyes. So if there's anybody that doesn't know how Woolly Worms came about.
Check your Discord for your new worm.
Okay. Toy Rodeo was yelling at me in there. If you don't know how Woolly Worms came about, when I actually hook rugs instead of punching, I use strips of wool like this, and once you have hooked it, then it does this, right? And so there's these loops, and so they call these worms. So that's where she came up with the worms, and they're made out of wool. Oh, there you go. So you like their rotisserie chickens better. Well, I like Walmart's, and Sam's is probably is the same. Same thing. Okay, we're on our third side. Oh, and hold on, Toy Rodeo told me to check something. Okay, so Fancy, you'll need to go look at Discord and see the woolly worm that Toy Rodeo just created. Dillon's is your local Kroger chain. Huh. I like Kroger's. So we moved outside of the hub, and for the longest time we had no grocery store. And the Frogosaurus. Yeah, now that was the screen. That was his starting screen when he plays No Man's Sky with your song. When we moved out here, there was no grocery store, and then a Walmart went in about, I don't know, a few miles up the road. And then they've just kept cramming homes in here. But it is said that we're supposed to get, I didn't even know Kroger's had little markets, like the Walmart has little markets. And we're supposed to be getting a Kroger's one, I hear, about maybe a half a mile from me.
Central Market.
No, not Central Market, Kroger's Market. Now, Central Market is the upscale owned by H-E-B in Texas. So they have, we don't go there very often, but they have every fruit you can find. Yeah, I do Walmart because it's close, and my Kroger's is, so you've got Fort Worth 35 that runs this way, and I live on the west of it, and you have to go to the east of 35 to go to Kroger's right now. Now, when Kroger's is over here, that is where I will shop. That's the only place I shopped when I lived in Dayton because it was close. But their heavy cream, their brand heavy cream, is my absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. And I take their pre-made bakery baguettes that you can cook at home, and I keep those in my freezer because I make my own croutons. You love the little blue worm in the labyrinth? Yeah. So I want him to make me an emote like that. So we will have an emote for our channel, and then we can do a raid call, and we'll put the emotes in there. Lots to do. See, that's the problem. That's why I have to take Thursdays off. That is my behind. Yes, a woolly worm emote. That is why I have to take Thursdays off, because that's my day to do all those things that you can't do while you're streaming, right? There's just so much to do. Just so much to do. And I'm still wanting to do, I've got some kits coming, and then I'm going to put those on. One is a mosaic tile coaster, which I've never done mosaic tiles. One is a small embroidery set with bees. I love bees. And I thought I could learn to do the embroidery stitches for channel point rewards. I love bees. Fancy, that's what I should put you on. What are some things we can do for channel point rewards? So I thought about those kits. Especially if you want to see me do something. It's hard to find a craft I haven't done or don't know how to do. Because there's like lots of like those little needle felting kits, and there's lots of little punch needle kits, but y'all see me do that on a regular basis. You're on it. Okay. See? Works for me. And Toy Rodeo stole my face cam. And then
I have another one I can give you.
you have a third?
Yes, there's one in here.
Well, how did I not know you had another one? I'd be doing a Binks cam. Now that he likes me better than you again. We've had this conversation before. My daughter thinks my face should be on camera, and I'm like, what's the point? My head is down all the time. I mean, y'all would never see anything but the top of my head. But I know y'all have channel points adding up because we haven't ever done anything with them. And if there's more Discord channels y'all want me to add, just tell me. I will add them. Yeah, I have a bead latch hook rug that I was going to turn into a pillow for my porch. Maybe I should put that on the list too, because I haven't done latch hook on screen. I think Toy Rodeo, I have ideas for his channel points. Well, where'd you get that?
The one that was on my laser.
Oh, well, yeah, but do you need that anymore
Nope,
or no?
I haven't been using it.
Okay. What I need then is one of those bracket things to put it on this for Binksy Boo. For the Binksy Boo. Him loves being on camera. I have lots of ideas for Toy Rodeo's channel. I think. He's sitting there saying, I know we need a Binks cam, don't we? Now that I've stolen him back. What was I saying? Now that I've stolen him back, he's laying right here beside me, and I could put him on camera, because him seeping away, big boy. Toy Rodeo's channel, I think y'all should be able to cash in points when we're in a very serious game and let me have his controller. We need to switch controllers. I think that would be hilarious. And then, y'all all know he will not fight Fire Giant. Well, he's fought him, but he's never won against Fire Giant. I'm not letting it go. He keeps telling me to let it go. I'm not letting it go. I have issues. I think we should be able to cash in channel points, because I have a bunch of channel points for his channel. And we should be able to, he should have to fight Fire Giant. He said it would take 1 million channel points to get him to fight Fire Giant. I think we could do it. Yes, I just would have to know how to do that. So, yes, some of them, for the smaller one, I think one of them I watched, she does give a hug, and I love that. So it gives a little heart hug, but I would have to know how to set those things up. So that's something too. We can implement it, but it'll probably be slow because I've got to figure out the technology.
Are they wanting your face cam? Because I hooked that up for you.
They want Binksy. See, like right now, he's being so sweet.
Because he's asleep.
Here. Okay.
I'm sweet when I'm asleep.
Everybody look away from your camera for a second. I'm going to swing this. Let's see if we can get him in frame. Oh, where's his head? That's just his body. Look how big he is. There's his little head. Here, we'll scoot this way just a little bit. Hold it. his little head on my rug. You see that, right? He is on my rug. Yep, he's testing it out to make sure it's going to work okay. He says, I'm just checking it out. Is it nap worthy? So what kind of challenge while I'm doing a rug? Because we can do like a community rug where you can pick the colors. I'm getting ready to turn this last corner and then I'll move the camera back. But he's cuter than what I'm doing right now anyway. My stuff's boring compared to that sweet little thing. Except y'all realize he is not little. I mean, this is an 18-inch ruler and there's his rear end. Yeah, hi. Did I touch you? He is the tester. Are you the supervisor too, bud? Are you the supervisor? Alright. So, I'm going to bring the camera back. I'll say goodbye to Binks and look back over here. Ooh, did we move that? Yep, now you know the rugs are Binks approved. Okay. See, I pulled this into, I zoomed it in earlier. So let's zoom it out one. Okay, my zoom in works, my zoom out never works. There we go. It didn't like where the eye was, I guess. Okay. So remember, I've left this tail over here. 5 cat naps out of 10. There you go. All right, we've got an ad break coming in. So I'm just going to work my way to this edge and then I'll stop. Or to this area here where it matches up. This week. I will have it in the mail this week. As soon as I get done with this, I will weigh it. I'll do a label. And it will be good to go. Now, the question is, can you hold off till her birthday, or are you going to have to give it to her sooner? You won't be able to wait a month. All right. So I'm going to come back in like this And I'm not going to pull this back out. I'm going to bring it from under here. And then I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'm still going to pick up yarn from underneath. But then I'm going to take that one there too from underneath. And then not only will I tie it in a few knots, I'm going to then take the knots that I made and I'm just going to run it almost like you do with knitting where you weave in your ends. I'm just going to run it back and forth a few times through these loops to secure these threads. They're not going through the mat. They're staying on this side of the mat, so I know they're not going through to the front. And that needle's really long, and so it wants to go there. Alright, so there is that. And then I will cut that off on that side. Okay. Where's my trash? On the wrong side. Alright, and then I'm going to do that with this side too. I'm going to run it back and forth. I won't put it in the same spot because we don't want it all to be, one, you wouldn't want it to be bulky, and two, if for some reason something happened in that little spot, then you've still got it anchored over here on this side. So I am just, you can't see me. Why can't you tell me you can't see me? So I am just taking that. There we go. And after I've tied it in a knot to the other side, we're just running it back and forth. Good golly, my phone is going crazy. Running it back and forth. And that just, it would take a lot to get it worked out from there. Hold on, let me see something. I need to ask Toy Rodeo something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is, just because, and I'm not gonna start in the same place they ended that, right? I'm gonna start about right here. I am just going to take this, hold on to that right there, and I am gonna whip stitch these ends. And I'm just picking up a loop on the back. I'm not going through. Okay, so that this just has that really nice finish around it. Oh, y'all can't see. Where the heck are y'all? Can you see just that little? I'm going to do that around. So, just spot clean it. You know, just like you would if you know, the dog had an accident and you used your Resolve or whatever. I would start with just water, but this should be fine because I've wet it and it did not bleed at all. That's the only thing with dyeing yarns, is sometimes they'll bleed through, but I've already steamed this, so none of these colors ran, so it's fine. It is wool, so the more you rub on it, it will kind of felt, which isn't bad for a rug. I mean, so like you would any of your other rugs. Just remember, the more you rub on it, the more it felts. But it is secure for the floor. I mean, you know, it will hold up. I do all of mine that way just because you never know, right? And see all these little threads?
It's out there on Drive in the Greedy Mutt folder.
Okay. Hold on just a second. The radio keeps bringing me stuff. Alright. I am going to see if something will work real quick while... Here.
You want me to do it?
Hold on just one sec. In here.
Emotes.
Okay. And then I need to open. No, I need to download.
Yep.
Alright. And then I need to go back to here. Let's go here. Hold on just a second, guys. Give me just 1 minute.
Viewer rewards. Viewer rewards. You were
Okay.
right on it. Yep.
And then
Yep.
and then hold on.
No and then.
And then and then.
You should have clicked in the box.
Alright, and then there. It's not in the gift P, whatever you have to do.
Fix it.
Hold on. That didn't work, so we're fixing it. But you see how these just keep... Man, my phone is blowing up today.
Yeah, what's up with you? When did you become so popular? PNG.
Hold on, he's having to fix something. He thought he was.
I can reset this
Okay.
side.
So I'm gonna just keep doing this around. Then we will flip it back over. We will voopy it one more time to. Now the only thing I would say, Terrabin, is you probably don't want to run a vacuum cleaner across this. Take it like the old-fashioned ones and beat it, right? Just take it outside and shake it. That's better than vacuuming. Because this is higher loops than what your regular carpet is. Even when you dust, you can just take it out and shake it. Like if you have it on the wall and you think it's getting dirty or something. Oops. I cannot see chat or anything because Toy Rodeo has taken over my computer for a second. But at some point I will be back to chat.
That would be difficult.
And he's not talking to me.
No, I'm talking to the computer. Actually, I'm talking specifically to Twitch.
Well, it may not work right now.
Yeah, you got to. Here, you're back. Alright.
Alright.
I'm just about to finish uploading.
Okay.
But once it does, should be good to go.
Okay. Lemon does increase the fading. Wait, what did I miss? What I missed was the don't be a menace. Yeah. Fancy, that's a good idea. Small prizes. We also have our laser cutter and our 3D printer, so we can do all kinds of things. That's right. A woolly rug. Okay, I can't say it. That's a mouthful. A woolly worm rug charm. Yeah, we can make it. We could do a laser one and then make it and then put fiber on it to make it look fuzzy. That would be cute. See, Fancy? All great ideas. I know a lot of people do stickers, but you know, I don't use stickers. I don't put them on anything, so. But laser cutting and those kind of things, we do all that. Like this is my business card. So it has TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, all with that name, and then that is the SQR code for. Oh, where's my card? Got it. Y'all give me just 1 second. I will be right back. We're gonna see if something works. All right, well, we'll have to have that ready for tomorrow. That's not working. Yeah, see, Fancy, that's another thing we want to do is figure out a way. So Stream Elements lets you have a channel point store, and there you go. That would be cool too. One of the things I would like to do is figure out how to award y'all extra channel points when you get one of our movie quotes right, because we're always quoting a movie or a TV thing, and then we'll say, oh, what is that, chat? Especially when we're together at night. And I want to be able to award channel points for getting that fact right. And then in Stream Elements, they have a store that you can redeem channel points. So I'm working on that, but we need to figure out what all we want to do with it. Yeah. But so like here, this is rug punched. And it's just a little pin. So something like that, or a keychain or a coaster. Because I love my coasters. You know I love coasters. We could even work on them on stream, and then they could be a channel reward point. We can design all kinds. So that one's a good idea. And coasters are fast for me to do, so. So anyway, those are all great ideas. I just have to have the time to set it all up, right? Oops. You know what? I know why it looks so dark, because Binks had to have this drape open, so give me just a second, because that's why my camera's having a hard time focusing. Oh, look how much brighter that is now. Ooh! Mark, you always come through. You always come through. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? It was getting icky. I was like, why does that look so funny? Alright, let's see if that works. Or do you have to set it up on a command somewhere? You think it's /give? Does give points have to be one word and then space and the person's name? And how do you tell it how many points? I guess you'd have to have it set up as a command probably. Let's see what happens when I type that. Oh, wait. Yeah, so the only thing that comes up when you type in backslash or /. Oh, Streamlabs. Okay, so I think Stream Elements. Yeah, but I don't think that did anything. Mark needs points if that works, because he's the one that thought of it. Stream Elements, I think I need to set up the command, but I can do that. So one more thing for my list. Hold on, let's find the list. Where's my list? Yeah, I don't think it did either. And I don't know that you need the @ sign, because it's usually just space and then their name. But Stream Elements. exclamation point give. Well, he's a moderator, so he should be able to do it. Toy Rodeo should. He has all the rights and permissions. But I did write it down to see if I can set up that command on Stream Elements and research that. Because we always are quoting obscure movie thingies. And I'm always going, who is that chat? What was that? What movie? Oh, that's cool. Does it come off your points? Yeah, we quote a lot, but we quote a lot of. So Toy Rodeo always laughs at me because we'll be watching something and something will come up, and on Rotten Tomatoes, all the movies I absolutely love and will watch over and over and over and over. So it does come out of your points. Okay, cool. Are always like on Rotten Tomatoes, like in the 20s. You know, they get horrible reviews, and I'm like, that is rude. That is just so rude. People do not know what they're talking about. So like at, so let's see. So like in October, I do all of my monster movies. Okay, and let's see. Ooh, Toy Rodeo, the first thing that comes up when you type in Rotten Tomatoes is Rotten Tomatoes and Snow White. I heard that was horrible. So like, hold on, I'm gonna search one. How did I just go? Oh. Hold on. Give me. Oh, well, I can't type. Yeah. So like, one of my favorites that I love in October is I watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and it has like a 16 on Rotten Tomatoes. That is rude. Yeah. Well, I don't usually go by critics, but I did see quite a few of the trailers, and I thought they were. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I love it. I love it. And then Van Helsing. Nobody likes that one either. What's wrong with people? Did that work, Fancy? Mark's determined to figure it out. One of 0 on the leaderboard. Well, I think, okay, so we need to figure out in Stream Elements how to do the points. We will get that done. That will be another one this week. So there must be points that Stream Elements can reward or award. So I will research that. because that would be fun. And we will do a store cash-in thingy. Okay. I know, it was gold. Alright, so let me try this. So I'm going to do give points. Alright, ready? Yes, everyone was hot in that movie. Except for Frankenstein. He wasn't too cute. Alright, did that work, Mark? You'll have to let me know. Nope, nothing. Okay, we'll have to set it up. Probably on Stream Elements, and then we will be able to do that. That will be good, because both of us want to do that. Alright, I finally ran out of that one that I was saving. So, now we're going to use my little yarn caddy. So my go-tos in October are League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Van Helsing, the Brendan Fraser Mummy 1 and 2. I will not watch 3. I loved Sean Connery. I loved him in what's the other obscure one y'all probably haven't ever watched? The Avengers. Have y'all ever seen that one based on the 1960s TV show where Sean Connery was the bad guy? See, I'm probably teaching y'all things you do not know. Yeah, I don't watch the third one. I hate that they changed the lead actress. So when the commercial ends, I'll tell y'all my go-tos that I have to watch every October. It's like October's my monster movie watching. My monster movie watching. Alright, I'm going to cut some of this off. And I am going to bring this one through this way. And the reason why, oh, well, that didn't work because they all got lumped together here at the bottom. Brendan Fraser. Yeah. All right, so okay, I'm going to take this out a second. All right, and then what I'm going to do, oh, no, I went the other way. Hold on. So The Rock and Brendan Fraser. I'm going to pull that out a little bit more, and I'm going to come back under here. Because I want this to be back down under here when I tie it. So see, when I say there's still a lot of work to do once I get it punched, there's still a lot of work to do once I get it punched. I'm going to have that one come through at the same spot so I can tie these two together. It would not work, so.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it has to be enabled someplace. I was looking at it on my
No, I
side.
mean the,
Points thing?
no,
Oh, the image didn't work?
no, so I just stopped it.
Alright, I'll resize it again.
Okay, so
It gets picky
I will read
sometimes.
y'all this is my list. These have to be watched every fall. Now, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, Meet the Mummy, all those. We have to do those. Then Toy Rodeo has to watch The Adventures of Ichabod Crane,
Yes.
the cartoon, the animated
The
one.
Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
And then we have to watch. Hold on, I'm just scrolling through my.
Well, we watched The
List.
Legend of Sleepy Hollow too.
And then we watched Sleepy Hollow, which is with what's his face, Johnny Depp. Beetlejuice. We have to watch Beetlejuice. I'm just scrolling through my Apple. Hold on. Stop it. I'm doing them in order. Okay, and then we have to watch like the 1930s Dracula with why am I Boris Karloff. Then we have to watch I do watch Dark Shadows, which is with Johnny Depp. I don't have to watch that one every year, but I usually do put that in my watch. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with Spencer Tracy and Ingrid Bergman. Dracula Untold. We have to watch that. 1931 Frankenstein, of course. The Frighteners. Toy Rodeo hates The Frighteners. Stream Elements dashboard. Enable loyalty. Make sure the loyalty system is enabled within your Stream Elements dashboard. Check command settings. You are a rock star, Mark. I am taking a screenshot of that right this second. Thank you so very much. And then, hold on, it's reloading now. I said Dracula Untold. And then Frankenstein, I told y'all that one. The Frighteners, he hates The Frighteners. He will not watch that with me. Of course, all the Ghostbusters. Yeah, see, you like scary movies. All the Ghostbusters. Hansel and Gretel. The Haunting with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Liam Neeson. The two original Hellboys. Not the new, I think there's a new one, but I haven't seen it. The 2004 ones. Hocus Pocus, of course. All the Hotel Transylvanias. I don't usually watch that. I'm only at the K's, people. Oh, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I said that. Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children, usually. I said The Mummy. Oh, and I have to watch the Boris Karloff Mummy, 1932. That's very important. I told you I watch old ones. I usually will throw Oz the Great and Powerful in there, and the Disney of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, and now I can add Wicked. The Phantom. Okay, how many of y'all remember The Phantom? Practical Magic. Sometimes I'll watch R.I.P.D. Depends if I have enough time for it. Red Riding Hood. The Scorpion King. The Shadow. Do y'all remember The Shadow with Alec Baldwin? I know. It's old and it's bad, but I love it. I love it. And I said Sleepy Hollow already with Johnny Depp. No, not normally. Let's see what else. I'm at the S's. Of course, if I really have time, then, I might throw in Twilight. Underworld, I watch all the Underworlds, except 2's not my favorite. I will take 2 out, usually, and pass that one up. Van Helsing. The Wolfman, the 1931, and the one with Emily Blunt. You didn't like the Miss Peregrines. I like the Underworlds. I don't usually watch World War Z, but we will once in a while. And I think that's it for my fall watching. I did like the books. So it's really kind of funny because my daughter hated to read, and she came home and said, "Mom, you've got to read this book." And it was the first Twilight book. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to read it. If she thought it was good, I'm going to read it. So I read them. I did end up reading them all. I don't think she read them all. But I will never forget she made me go to the midnight showing in our little town. So it was mostly all of her high school friends. And when the first movie was over, I will never forget the girls that were so outraged and so slamming around and so upset that it didn't follow the book. And I thought, it never follows the book. So, I just laughed at them. And I thought, well, there you go. And they're just one of those things that so Toy Rodeo makes fun of me because I'll put the same movies in over and over. But my head's never up. I can't just sit and watch a movie. We hate David. We hates David. We hates David.
We can watch Prometheus.
No. We hates David. We hates David. But he'll make fun of me because I'll put the same movies in over and over and over. But I do that because I never have to look up at them. I can see them playing in my head as I have my head down or I'm moving in and out of the room. He's like, "Why are you watching that again?" Because one of my very favorite series is Discovery of Witches. Have y'all seen that or read the books? I absolutely do love those books and the show. Yeah, so Toy Rodeo wanted to watch them all in the actual order. Um, which isn't the order they came out. So, like the one that just came out, Rama, whatever it was, would be the first one, and then you would go to something, the second one. I don't know. They have a list, but my son in law's watched them all that way. Hello, do you just have to come say hi? You took a good nap. You took a good nap. You're not supposed to be on here. You know that, right? You do know that. You're not supposed to be on here. Are you saying you need some new treats? Is that what you're saying, my pretty boy? So Deborah Harkness is the girl that wrote the Discovery of Witches series. Come here, bud. Come get some treats. Ooh, Elm Street. Ooh. Beast gets treats whenever he wants, don't you? Do you think they should give you some points so they can feed you? Over here. There we go. Good job. Good job, bud. Yeah, or maybe to turn the cat cam on. Now that I found out we have another camera floating around here. But see, he just turned my light again and blinded me. So, Discovery of Witches takes place in Massachusetts, current day. She's a witch that hasn't ever wanted to use her powers, and they keep showing up, and she's going to have to learn about them. But then she opens a book, and that book people have been looking for hundreds of years. She slams it closed, turns it back in, and then all kinds of things go crazy after that. One of the things that it draws attention to is a vampire. And so her and this vampire, which vampires, demons, and witches are the three other classes besides people, and they cannot intermingle. So this vampire and this witch start on this quest together. And so it causes a lot of problems. And the first book is set in modern day time. Then she finds out she's a time traveler, and they're being hunted, her and the vampire. So the second book is set in Elizabethan London during Elizabeth I's reign, which of course you know I love all the Tudor stuff and all that. So, and I love history, so that was probably my favorite. And then the third one comes back to current times. And she just wrote a fourth one not too long ago. It takes me, I have a hard time putting them down. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea, Mark. That's cool. Well, y'all are going to get all kinds of points up front because y'all are helping me think of all these ideas. The Discovery of Witches. I love to read. I don't have. So now I really do audiobooks because then I can do two things at once, right? But I do own every one of those in hardback. I absolutely love those books. Very, very interesting. Aw, that is sweet, Mark. Thanks for gifting Terrabin a sub. Terrabin is a sub on Toy Rodeo's channel, so he gets to hang out with us, but we don't expect everybody to sub to both our channels, so that is very, very sweet. He will probably appreciate not having commercials for a month. But yeah, I love those books, and I think there's so there was 3 books, and then they came out with one of the other characters, his story, and then she came out with a book just this year. I think it's called The Black Raven, and it's a continuation of the story. So very, very good. And of course, if y'all haven't read Wicked or any of its books, it is very good. A little dark, little dark. So that one is definitely darker. It is not a children's book at all. And the movie, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the second part of the movie. Because it does get, although they did not go as dark in the first one as it could have. So it'll be interesting to see how that next one turns out. Watership Down. No, I have not. I have to be in the right frame of mind for dark. I'm usually very upbeat. I like positive. I like happy. Now, the cool thing, I know I keep talking about rabbits. Ooh, see, I wouldn't be able to do it. I can't stand when animals and children, I cannot handle when they are hurt. I mean, even though, like, I know it's CGI, I have to look away. Like, Toy Rodeo will tell me, okay, the horses are gone now. You can look. And I know they're not real. I know it, but I can't stand it. It just bothers my heart. That's why we can't start. Yeah, see, I don't want sad. Yeah, I can't do it. We have to start John Wick. I watched it the first time, all the way through. Now I come in, Toy Rodeo will start it, and then once the whole dog thing is over, then I come in. And I can watch the rest of it, where he wants to kill him in the head because of the dog. I love that part. Shoot him in the head. Yeah, so our house has watched lots of the Ghibli. We've even gone to the movies to watch some of the Studio Ghiblis when they run them. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, but I'd have to just watch the end. I think Spirited Away is my daughter's favorite. Now, Toy Rodeo, Princess Mononoke was his favorite way back a million years ago. In fact, I'm not quite sure that wasn't already out when we got together. And that was, 100 years ago, if you ask him. The ninth gate. Oh, that is Toy Rodeo's favorite, The 13th Warrior. He loves that movie. Okay, my scroller's not working. There we go. Hey, welcome in, Classy. How are y'all? We're being raided. Welcome in, raiders. We were talking favorite movies. Welcome in, welcome in. How is everyone today? All right, Fancy. What did you work on? I saw you were not streaming earlier because you had errands. So what did you work on when you came home from your errands? I'm gonna move my camera again. Well, welcome in, Raiders. If you haven't ever been here before, my name is Candace, and I usually am working on, well, I am working on a rug, but I usually either punch needle or do traditional rug hooking. I do other crafts too, but these are the ones I predominantly stay with. This one, I am just finishing up the back side to get it ready to send off. This is a rug that, where did the picture go? How did I lose the picture? Oh, there it is. Because it got buried on my desk. This is a painting that Terrabin's wife did, and I recreated it into a rug. Oh, thanks for the follow, I just knit. How are you? You need to not come back over here. What is it, Terrabin? About the minute I turn this over, he thinks he needs to be back on it. Come on. I finished, I'll show y'all real quick while he's not on it. I finished this rug yesterday. And it's got his approval. Yeah, it's got something. Can you please move back over here? I know you wanted everybody to see you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Here's a rug I finished yesterday, and we were working on cleaning that up. Thank you. Yeah, this one turned out well. I was very pleased with it. Of course, we're going to have to defuzz it one more time. And so this is the front side. What we've done is, I was showing them today. I never usually show how I finish a rug. So, well, it depends on the size and what you want and how many colors and how long it takes. I give a discount if I can do it on stream because that gives me content and I don't end up with 1,000 rugs. What the backing is, whether it's linen or rug warp, or so there's lots of things, but they can average. I did one. Let's see. I have had rugs in books, and this one that was in this book was a wall hanging, and I sold that one for $500. So just depends on size, what I use in it. Terrabin, the only other thing I would say on this one is just remember that this metallic wool doesn't wear really well on the floor, and that was the reason we used it. So we are, oh, I meant to, can I dismiss that one? Yes, hopefully, maybe. Did it dismiss? No, I don't think I caught it in time. So we steamed this, let it dry, and then I did want this to be kind of chunky and raised so it does look like the waves. And so we've trimmed it all up, and now we are just finishing the back. We tacked it down around the top part, and then now we're just doing a whip stitch around the edges to keep this from raveling and to tack it down nice, and then it will be getting shipped off. So that is what we're working on. I just wanted to remind you that because we did use that metallic just right there. So that's the other thing. Depending on what I use, depends on the cost too, right? The wool, using wool is going to be more expensive than acrylic yarn. So I think this one, what did I say, Terrabin? We used 19 colors in this one, I think. Which is funny because when I first got it and I looked at it and I thought, well, it's browns and blues. And that was kind of all I was thinking. Yeah. And, but then as you start going, there's green blues. There was a little pop of gold in there. All the different browns to make the planks. So, that is what I'm doing. So, what did y'all do on Classy Stream? You know, at some point she's going to do a rug like this. She designed one for her son. A really cool light bulb one. And I think my camera's all messed up. We were showing the cat a while ago, and now my camera's all wonky. Now I'm going to come in and do this, but I am actually going to back stitch for a second. And I'm just going to do a little whip stitch on this, even though I'm not really catching this one too much. I just want to whip stitch these so they don't have any issues. So what we're doing today is kind of boring. I did, like I showed y'all that bright rug I finished it yesterday. And I've got, let me move this a second. I deconstructed a footstool. So I just took the fabric off of it, and then the fabric was woven, so I thought I can punch into that. So I did. So I have made a top for it. And I am making sides that will have all the colors that match the rug that I did. And that will be in my office. So that's what we worked on and finished up yesterday, and I still have a ways to go on the border, the part around the footstool. So that is that. Okay. All right, Terrabin, have a good day. And I was just scrolling back up to make sure I did not miss Fancy saying what she was working on. So, all right, just want to make sure I didn't miss that. So we had been talking about favorite movies when y'all came in. Does anybody have a favorite movie they want to share? We were talking about how all my favorite movies get really bad ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. That's what started the conversation. So I'm just taking this on out here to the edge because I just want to make sure that we get this to look the same as the rest of it. Not necessarily that I'm concerned about it, but just because I want to make sure this looks the same as it goes around. And so we're going to put that there, bring that down there, and then I'm actually just going to slide this under here to get it back to where I want it to be, just to hide that. Just a little trick. Star Wars, the 1979 version. Sorry, I was taking a drink. I do like all the Star Wars. Of course, that was back when I was a teen, a baby teen. A baby teenager. See how nice that's finishing up? That looks so much better than if you just... So if you are used to people tufting, for those of y'all that came in, if you don't know what I do, people that tuft use a gun and they cut theirs, and I use, well, I don't know where my one is that I've been using, but I use a punch needle. You were 5. You were just a baby. So I hand punch, and because I punch, my loops don't get cut on the other side, on the front side. It's actually loops. And with tufters, some guns will let you choose loops or cuts, but most of them do cuts, which is why you see them shave them and trim them that way. And then they have to glue their backs because each individual piece is only this long, right? And it would snag and pull out. I have the exact same set of trimmers because I do have a tufting gun and I can tuft. The problem with taking this and doing this is minor loops, and so they snag. And so what I have had to do, so if I wanted that look, right, that the tufters get, then, oh, I just found my Gooby Gone. There we go. I can do that even with my punch needle without using a gun, but I would have to go into each one of these loops and cut them, just snip all the loops. And then the trimmers would go over them, so which is what I did with this. So this is a sorority pillow thing, and I cut each loop after I punched it with my hand punch, and then went with the trimmers, cut in, and did what you see them do. So I had to glue it, and I had to put a backing on it because all of those are individual little pieces now. This is not. So, like, probably half of the sky is cut in one long, is done in one long, repetitive thing of yarn. So, that is kind of the difference you're seeing there, which is why I'm wanting my back to have a pretty nice whip stitch all the way around, because I'm not going to cover my back. And we're going to leave it just like it is. So that is one of the differences. This is boring, and it's why I probably have 8 rugs sitting behind me that have never had the back finished. I punch them, they look really pretty, and then I've not done anything with them, which I need to because I need to get them out there for sale. But this one was a commission piece, so we are finishing it, and we want to make sure we're doing it right. And party. This one is not going on the floor. So I did use all wool in case they wanted to go on the floor, but it's not going on the floor, so I did use some metallic yarn that I would not have used if it were going to go on the floor. So sometimes this is just really a visual instead of an audio ASMR, auditory, anyway. Sometimes it's just very calming to watch. And I don't play really hyped up music, because then I feel like I either have to punch to the music or I have to whatever, and so then I'm really, really exhausted. because that takes a lot of energy, and for some reason I think I have to punch to the time, to the beat. So we're just going to keep going around this little thing, and I'm only picking up one stitch from behind, and I'm not going through my canvas on the other side, so I know my stitches aren't going to show. So and then Friday I am going to do a collab with C. Jamie Sims, and I'm going to teach her how to ultra punch, which is the punch needle, but it is the one that uses embroidery floss instead of yarn. And so that will be at 1 p.m. Central on Friday. And besides this, just giving it a nice looking finish, it keeps my ends from unraveling. If you've ever done cross stitch and the thingies just keep coming undone and undone and undone, and you lose half your canvas, that's what this will do too. I like these little bent needles because they pick up the stuff easily. And the whole reason I got into the rug punching was because I knit, and I would have leftover skeins of yarn, and I was like, what do I do with this? But I wouldn't get rid of them, so I had a basket full of partial skeins. Wasn't enough to do anything with, but it wasn't something I wanted to throw away. And I saw somebody punch needling and thought that would be great to use up scraps.
Oh.
So that is how I started on this journey. And then, of course, I taught myself to knit on YouTube, and I taught myself to crochet on YouTube, and taught myself to punch needle on YouTube. And as I was on YouTube, I went down the rabbit hole of traditional rug hooking. And I do that also, and that is with wool strips, where punching is worked from the back and rug hooking is worked from the front. And I am going to leave that right there. We'll grab some more. And that just made a big old mess. Let's cut that off. There we go. Let's see if we can get that to not make a knot. Yay! It did not make a knot.
There you go.
All right, thank you. Nobody's in here. Yeah, see, I can't even see them.
yours.
No, you have to go here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, right there. And then there. It's not there yet. Yeah, it's not there.
But it will be.
It will be.
Alright.
All right.
What do you want here or someplace else? You want the other one?
Thank you.
Okay.
So we will have a new emote here. As soon as Twitch Oh no. Well, how are you, Classy? Thanks for raiding in. I knew something had happened when you disappeared. I wasn't too worried. What'd you work on today? Because I saw that you were gone. You weren't going to stream earlier because you had errands. So what did you end up doing? Yeah, I will come back and weave these ends on under here, but I'm not going to do it right now. Oh no! Do you think it's something in your house? Or something that they got bit by? You knitted some and worked on a crochet doily. You and Cub on your doilies. I have doilies. They were my great-grandmother's, but I don't have the patience for doilies. Although, look, I'm using crochet thread to do this. That's what I use my crochet thread for. Right. Oh. So you think the new puppy came with something? Oh. Well, I hope it's something very simple. the whole first week. So I hope that it's just something very simple and they can fix it easily. And it's worse because they can't tell you what it is. I hate that. We were just talking a while ago about what a softie I am for animals and babies. Well, little kids. Aw. Aw. She's afraid to eat. Poor Precious. Yeah, Binks had to do probiotics in his food once a day for a while. And then he got better, or he felt much better. He wasn't vomiting, but the probiotics really helped him. That's the difference there, right? Pasta. Plain pasta. A puppy that's raised on pasta. To a rodeo. Classy's new puppy is not feeling well.
I saw that.
No, well, I'm just believing that it is something simple. Just she has a little delicate constitution, maybe.
I have a delicate constitution.
Yeah, you can eat anything. It could be. I know that when we got Binks, the breeders, some of the papers said don't give them, certain vaccines. I don't remember which one it was now. I could go look, but because it isn't good for Bengals. And so we had to argue with our vet over that one. It wasn't like the rabies. I mean, it wasn't a serious one. And he's an indoor cat, so I wasn't worried about not giving it to him. But boy, our vet wasn't happy that I said no. Yeah. And it's different with dogs, right, than it is with an indoor cat. I mean, he never is outside. He's not exposed to any other animals. Now, I would never declaw in case he got out. And he does get his rabies shots, but he didn't need a whole slew of things. And I may rethink that because we are going to. Hold on. Oh, you got it? Thank you. Yeah. Well, and we're going to be traveling. How funny. We're laughing because it held your thing for the word but. but we are going to be traveling with him, so I, you know, I am going to re-look into that, because then he will be exposed to other areas where animals have been, right? Well, you have good instincts. How did I get out of camera frame again? How do I keep doing that? You know what to do with your animals. And I didn't give her her shout out until she was in here. Oops. Okay, stop. For my people, Classy is an expat, lives in Sardinia, which is an island off of Italy. And she has a menagerie of animals. See how these start unraveling if you don't get them tied down. Hey sis, how are you? Did my music stop? Or let me check. Nope, it's starting again. That was just a quiet one. That song was just quiet. getting there. We've got 2 sides done. And once we get this completely finished, we will lint roll it one more time and put it in a bag to ship, because we will be done. And then this evening, I will be on Toy Rodeo's channel. And I think we're playing Minecraft again, which it's a good thing y'all can't see my screen in Minecraft because I run sideways. So there is his channel. And I am on camera there. And we do play. Hey Jonas, how are you? Are you on lunch break? I miss seeing you in the mornings. Just so you know. I miss seeing you in the mornings. Yeah, working is kind of blah, huh? It's nice when it gets to a point where it's back to a normal flow because everybody's settled in with it, right? Toy Rodeo, did you spill a bunch of Pine Sol? Or am I going? There isn't a thingy that if you smell Pine Sol. Okay. I did smell Pine Sol. I love the smell of Pine Sol. I need to show you the other thing you can use, since you don't like that smell. So Jonas, I was just saying, Toy Rodeo and I are playing Minecraft. But again, it's a good thing y'all can't see my screen because I do not turn my body when I run. I just run sideways, backwards. It just doesn't matter. My head never goes the same way that my body is. I run in this little circle thing like this. And this was one of our slower days. We're gonna do see, Jamie, Sim and I are going to do a collab on Friday. I'm gonna teach her how to do Ultra Punch, which is the same as this but with embroidery floss. And then once a month, her and I are gonna do a what's called Finishing Friday. And we're going to do this kind of stuff, the stuff that I keep shoving off to the side and not wanting to do. We're going to make ourselves do a finishing day. So we're going to collab and encourage each other to get projects done. Kind of like Now I don't do this. So with knitting, a lot of people will knit and then not weave in their ends, right? And throw it in a pile and go, okay, I'm done with that. Oh, I need to weave in ends, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I never did that because to me that is part of the process. But rugs, I'm horrible about this part. And to be honest, if I were doing this for me, I would have just done this tacking and that would have been it. But this is going somewhere else, so I'm going to make sure it's done nice. So I'm doing it right. But for me, I wouldn't even tack the backs down. And if y'all haven't seen what this looks like, that is what it looks like. And I did that off of a painting that I got a picture of sent to me. So that is how that came about. So we are almost there. We'll have to weave these ends in that I left over there after we're done. y'all can see this, that I'm in frame, because I keep picking it back up and scooting it towards me, don't I? Alright, let me, where did my scissors go? Let's cut this piece off. Same with this one. We'll just cut those off. See how they start unraveling if you don't get them tacked down. Come on. You belong over here. That's what I love about this bent needle. So I can just scoop up. Oops, see? Are you getting too warm, Binks? Is the sun coming in? That's because this needs to push up more. And I'm only taking this down around just so it kind of blends in all the way. We'll do one more, and then I'll take this under here and slide it back around to there. Now let's turn it this way. Alright, so we'll just leave that since it fell out anyway. We'll leave that one there. And we need one more. So let's just go ahead and do this. You're back. He's gone back to working a busy job lately, so he hasn't been able to come join in as much as he used to. So hopefully it will calm down soon so he can hang out more. And today's a boring day, but some days just it has to be done, right? Some things, some tasks have to be done no matter what, even though they're the boring ones. Oops, quit that. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? We are on our last side, and then this will be done. So on your side, Fancy, you probably like that it's all chat. I hate when it's all chat and I can't talk to somebody. So Frontier has my mom's home phone, internet, and cable. And I had scheduled her an appointment online, and they canceled the ticket and said it had been fixed, but they never showed up at the house. They did that twice. I sat on chat for 3 hours just going, she's 82 years old. You need to send somebody to the house. Her phone does not work. And then they don't want to talk to me because I'm not at the house. And I'm like, I've already plugged another phone in. It is not the phone. It is the house. But I never did get to actually talk to somebody. 3 hours on chat. Yeah. And I get that. But there's not even any way to talk to somebody on some of these. But I thought when email came out, I thought that was better than sliced bread, right? Because I would think if something need to send it to somebody, I don't need to talk to you and chat and how's your kids and all of that when I just need to tell you something or ask a question, right? So I loved when email first came out. I was like, oh yes, this is wonderful because I can send it any time of night, whenever my brain is thinking about it, and they'll get it when they wake up. So I get the chat thing and I like it for most things. But it does get frustrating when you really do need to talk to somebody. And then I would get the AI that, oh, well, y'all get a lot of listeners. Yes. And, yeah, I mean, it looked like just what you did with the song and you were able to get it to us and, you know, that stuff. I love all that. I love technology. I really do. I don't like the AI that answers the phone and then wants to diagnose your problem when they're not even listening to what your problem is. Oh, Binks, they are on the windowsill looking at you and you're not even paying attention. You are sound asleep. Yeah, I usually do that on, so like I said, Frontier, I would say customer service, right? Because normally they will put you through to a person, but this one would not. It would not put me through to a person. And I think some of them, they make them that frustrating so you'll just hang up, to be honest. Look, we are almost there. We only have this much to go. Hey, Blues, how are ya? I hope you're having a good day. I think I've got an ad coming in. I agree. I think, Fancy, you have the right personality to help people. I bet you do a really good job. Slowly getting there, huh? I was telling Toy Rodeo because we were both in your stream for the whole time, but it didn't look like it counted. I don't know if Twitch has changed something else up. I know I don't keep my volume on 0 because I know that they won't count it if it's on mute. And I don't know if they've come up with some other rules now. I know that if you're on your phone and you don't click all the way through, if you can read chat but you don't have you don't click all the way through to play, it doesn't count. You can see them in your chat, but it won't count as a viewer because they haven't clicked play. So you have to be really careful of that with your phones. I've tried to research everything. So, trying to make sure, you know, when we help people out that we're getting that it's working. I always need to know the whys. Why does it go that way? Why do we need it to be that way? Right? Alright, and I'm going to take this one. Can you stay right there? Or do I need to take you this way? I may need to take you this way. Go. Pull that out on this side. Alright. We will tie this one in a knot. And then I'm going to I'm going to take my hook just for this one to pull it back under because my thread is too short. So we're just going to stick it back under here. That way I can cut that one off. I know that it's woven under there. There's those. And on this one, I'm then going to just kind of run it back and forth. Get that out of there. Alright, now we need to do that on these two. I know I'm horrible about picking it up when it's fiddling with me and getting it out of frame. I'm very, very bad about that. So I think I'm just going to put these two together and let's work them down through here. Oops. Well, one of them came out. The other one did not. Why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? So, just going to take this one, weave it under a couple of pieces of yarn, bring that out through there. Now that one is tucked under there. We have one more set to do that too, and this is going to be completely ready to be cleaned up one more time with the lint roller. We already tied these in a knot, so I'm just going to put them together. I know. He ordered this a couple months ago, and then I had other things in front of it, so he had to wait for me to start it, and then he had to wait for me to finish it. Alright, let me put this away before I lose it. We lost one at knitting on Saturday. Of course, I was walking around barefoot, so that was concerning. Alright, I am going to lint roll the back of it real quick, but look how nice that looks. Isn't that nice and all matted down? Alright, so I am going to take the lint roller, wherever it went. And I'm going to go ahead and lint roll the back too. Which, see, every once in a while you'll have some little straggler pop up, and that's good to know. Alright, that is the back, and there is no more tacky on that. And now, let's do it one more time on the front, because look, there's one of my hairs right there, as usual. That is true, and what I was really concerned with, because it was the girl sitting right next to me, that it would end up in my shoe. So I did check my shoes out before I put my shoes on. It was she was not working on a knitting project either. She actually had done some quilt squares, and she was crocheting the edge of the squares, and then she was going to crochet all those squares together. So it was a really cool project. But she wasn't knitting either. So she was using big needles. Or not big needles, she had fine. Alright. Now. Of course, this black edge frame, I want to make sure it is spotless. And you know me, there's going to be a couple places I still need to trim up again. So let's just look at this. That one right there, that was bugging me. But I think we have this one done. Okay, I'm gonna run this around here one more time just to make sure we're getting all of this black, because if the frame is off, then every bit of it's off, right? If the frame is off, so I'm just looking at this again. Let's run this over. Rolling, rolling. Yep. All right. We're just going to make sure we're good here. And Binks is going, that looks so fun, Mommy. I should do that. I should be rolling that thing. Or chasing it or something. He's got his paws over here trying to help. He's inching them closer and closer. So, see, I could just keep trimming on these things all the time. I have to let it go. All right. See? It's just those little fuzzies. Alright. Now, y'all watch Binks. Make sure he behaves. I'm going to run grab a bag, and I will be right back. Alright, Toy Radio is getting the bags for me that I need because I couldn't get to them. And I grabbed my scale so we can weigh it. And Binks didn't get on it, so we're good. Problem is he needs to get in here with that because I'm going to keep messing with stuff. I'm going to keep messing. Are they not in there? Oh, hold on just a second, guys.
Just the clear one.
Yeah, the great big ones.
Okay, are they underneath?
Okay, well then never mind. If that's the only bag in there, they'll be the Okay, we found them. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think we're probably going to have to use 2 bags. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Let's see if we roll it this way. Should I take a picture? I should probably take a picture of this, shouldn't I? I should probably take a picture. With it completely finished. Alright, hold on, I gotta move the camera just a smidge to get the height I need to get the picture. There we go. Alright, let me move the camera back. There we go. And now let's roll it. And this is the back, but I'm going to cut it off anyway. Just because you know I have issues with little loopy things. Alright. Let's take one of these. Are you going to open, little baggy? Come on, little baggy. Oh, wrong side. I did have it on the right side first. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna... Ah! Well, I know, a loopy worm. Alright, I'm gonna take this and roll this one like this. And then I'm gonna take one more and go from the other end, and we will stick that one down. And this one will be completed. What do y'all think of that? Alright, now I will probably tape this one down because it has a little area. And pull the thingy. So let's pull the thingy, tape it down. Well, maybe. Come on. You really do have one. I know you do. There. Come on. Come undone. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Alright. And let's get that taped down. We will roll this one around it and tape it as we go. And that will do it. Alright, get all that air out. Nobody needs to pay shipping on the air. Throw that away. And let's see what this weighs. Alright, here we go. It is 1 pound 7 ounces. Not bad. Yep. Not even 2 pounds. So not bad at all. Alright. Well, that will do it for me. So let's, everybody hang on, don't leave me. We have to play my song. And let's go. Let's see what let's see what this is up to. We're gonna turn off the music. We're gonna do my ending and play my song, and we're gonna raid somebody. So hang on, and then tomorrow we're gonna have a new emote and a raid call and all of that. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and for all your suggestions. Oh, now we do need a woolly worm song. All right, I am going to go find my song real quick. let's play that on our way out while I put in the commands to raid KB Fibers.
Candace hands are magic, every thread she pulls is gold. Weaving dreams with every turn, oh it never does get old. Her rug creations sparkle bright, they light up every
Yep, so hang in with me. Here we go. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Mark, for this gift sub. Thanks for the follows. Fancy, thank you as always for all your ideas. I have a list. And I will see some of y'all over on Toy Roto's channel this evening. Alright. Here we go.
Readers, welcome readers.